What's the edgiest thing you've ever done to make yourself look cool, but that actually made you look stupid? Purple wig, 14 years old, to classes. Walk in the rain without my jacket on, getting soaked and having an expressionless look. So basically an adult walking home from work not having brought an umbrella, coat because it was dry that morning. You were ahead of your time. Reading these comments makes me realize what a profoundly negative impact Naruto had on the budding social lives of so many innocent children. This was way before I developed a sense of fashion, and my outfits were horrible on every aspect. I started dressing more in dark clothes and constantly dyeing my hair when I was around 12 to 13. One time I wore a black and white gothic Lolita skirt with an ugly plain black top to school. And don't forget the stupid hat I wore with the outfit. It had cat ears, enormous eyes, and whiskers on each side. This idiot look was completed with wonky thick eyeliner, which was my first time ever using eyeliner too, and it did not look good. Thank God I didn't continue down the gothic Lolita path. It's so expensive. Now I just go with regular emo. Less expensive and way more comfortable. Tried to spike my hair, didn't work out all that well, and instead of looking like a Yu-Gi-Oh MC I just looked like I had majorly sticky bedhead. Tried to jump a fence and I ended up clearing it, but something like my shoe or shoelace got caught and I ate shit in front of all my friends. Stage 1, show more cleavage. 2, emo stage. Wear all black, even my lipstick and eyeshadow. 3, and I used to draw teardrops under my eyes. And come to find out, that was a gang sign, but I saw Ice Cube with it and that it was an awesome look. Until people kept telling me that I look real dumb. Currently 15 and trying to grow out my hair to be really long. I'll come back to this in a few years when I can cringe at this. This is an uncomfortable level of self-awareness. Smearing black, dark gray eyeshadow all over my eyelids when I was 13. Looked like a freaking idiot. I was also homeschooled at the time. Probably creeped out the neighbor kids. I thought eyeliner was meant to cover the entire eyelid as a kid, and my mother let me go out like that. I used to wear 2 rings in high school, both on my right middle finger. One ring had a skull with axes, and the other was some ancient rusted thing I found when I was a small child that had one dark green gem left in it. No one was impressed. Some ancient rusted thing I found when I was a small child that had one dark green gem left in it. That actually sounds really cool. I used to wear silver eyeshadow around my eyes top and bottom with no other makeup. It took me 2 years to realize how strange I looked. When I 24, was younger, around 12 to 14, I was alone at home one day. I lit a candle at some point and started playing around with the melted wax. It was a white candle. I don't know how I got to doing that, but I started applying the melted wax to my face. I was using my hands, and by the time it touched my face it wasn't unpleasantly warm anymore. I covered my whole face with thin layer of wax, and I thought of the movie House of Wax and how tough, creepy I must look. I took a selfie with my shitty camera was 10 years ago, and I figured I ought to share it with the world. So I uploaded it to this teen dating website I was visiting. It never got approved. Later it hit me how it looked and why it was not approved. I'm glad it didn't, although at the time I was disappointed. I won't elaborate further, but the picture did not look creepy in the way I hoped. It took me a second to realize it looked like someone came on your face. I met a kid in a trench coat at a college party who told me his friends call him Nails because he doesn't screw around. Then he looked at me for a few seconds in silence and we both walked away. He had probably been preparing to say that to someone for years, and he chose you and you just walked away. That hurts. Unironically wearing a Naruto headband. Trying like an asshole to be a cool kid in high school. Didn't want to smoke, drink or do drugs. So I thought my thing would be pornography. I found some of my dad's Hustlers and Penthouse mags and brought a couple into school to show my friends. Word got out. A teacher confiscated them. And I did not end being cool. I got the reputation as a pervert. Luckily my dad never found out. The school did not notify my parents. Guess they thought the humiliation was punishment enough, and I was only at that school for another year before moving. I remember one lunch break in high school just sitting in the rain during some depressive phase, and I'm pretty sure I thought it made me look brooding, but in actuality it was just really stupid because I got drenched halfway through the school day. When I was maybe around 16, I wanted to have a cool anime facial scar, so I deliberately cut myself down the bridge of my nose and between the eyes. Over the course of a week or so it bled, scabbed over, then disappeared without a scar. The art is to have a deep wound that is treated badly and heals badly. In case anyone read this, don't do it. You'll look more like a car crash survivor than like your favorite anime character, except it's a car crash survivor. Unironically wore a shirt with the man, the legend on it, with arrows pointing to my face and crotch. Dark times. Naruto running in the school halls. Why did I watch Naruto when I was a kid? SMH. My whole emo phase. But I don't regret it. When I was around age 10, I thought it was the coolest thing ever to wear my bangs in front of my eyes like an anime character. Like, both eyes. I couldn't see and it wasn't cool. Redhead here. Streaked my hair black. Resulted in being called Spalding by coworkers. Was box dye. It lingered for a long while. Also a redhead. I tried semi-permanently streaking my hair blue and pink. The blue washed out immediately. The pink stayed for months. Pink and ginger. Not a good mix. I was the kid that was really into paper clips. In 5th grade one would stretch one out and fit it around my teeth like a shitty retainer to make it look like I had braces. Then in 8th grade one stuffed them through my ears like makeshift gauges. I thought I was super edgy and cool, but in reality I was just a skinny dorky girl with paper clips in her ears. I had a mullet in high school. It was the early 90s. I still should have known better. We all should have. In elementary, I wanted to be a badass, so I convinced my mom I had to wear a full suit for grade 6 class pictures. Pulled up totally out of my element and deeply regretting it. I panicked and told everyone my mom forced me to do it. My teacher made me stand where he would have stood and sat with the rest of the kids. Very uncomfortable day, but totally brought on by my own need to be edgy and cool. Punch trees in 4th grade at recess to try and impress my crush FML. Was she a fan of Minecraft? Looking back, that denim beret I wore in the 90s wasn't very attractive. I was a mall goth in high school, and when I wasn't dressed head to toe in Hot Topic gear, I would wear bizarre mismatched outfits. Carried an Invader Zim lunchbox as a purse. Wore cat ears to school. Oh my god. And pants under skirts. Wore bandanas around my wrist and ankles and head when I was a heroin addict. Because why not? Say I am Shadow the Hedgehog in human form. I definitely wore a homemade floor-length black cape to high school a few times. Also sprayed myself grey to look like a ghost on Spirit Day. Because apparently I knew there was no chance I'd ever fit in and decided to embrace it. I wore spastically printed Avril Lavigne Abby Dawn pants, a skin-tight tee, furry vest, and black knockoff Uggs to school. I had also just messily chopped off my hair. I topped all this off with a garishly fake lip ring and a singular fishnet glove. I thought I was a punk rocker. A la Sheena. I looked like a proper idiot. Not super edgy, but I would always do stupid dares like run directly into a brick wall at full speed, or jump off of a small cliff 15 to 20 feet, or run and jump into a patch of thorns and poison ivy. Stupid stuff that no one else had the balls to do. Oh, so many in middle school. Tried having bangs. My front hairs grow straight up and part strongly in the middle. I had to hairspray them into a shield to get them to stay, but sadly I had gym first period and immediately they would part in the middle and stick straight up the whole day. Let my mom wax my eyebrows because everyone waxed their eyebrows. My mom loved skinny eyebrows back then and waxed mine into tiny lines that were separated from one another by 2 inches. I looked sick in so many photos during middle school because my eyebrows were seemingly non-existent. Shaved one of my arms and hand in entirety. I have more than average hairy arms and hands, more hairy than my fiancé's at the moment. I used to hate it, so I tried to shave one arm to see if it looked better. It was so prickly and I was so nervous a cute boy would bump into me and find out I shaved it. Let's just say I learned not to fight my natural hair growth the hard way. When I was deep in my emo phase, one got the webbing of my hands pierced and then cried when my dad had to remove them with his tools 2 weeks later. Then both my hands were so infected I could barely move my thumbs. Ate a live bug in front of my friends on a dare to impress a boy. They didn't believe me, so I did it again. I used to be sunglasses indoors and at night guy. Several people have listed legitimate reasons to wear sunglasses indoors, but I can assure you, I had no valid excuse for it. When questioned about why I had sunglasses on, I'd respond with something real enigmatic like, "Your eyes reveal your true feelings. I will not be betrayed by them." In 8th grade, one saw the anime movie Akira and thought a satin jacket with the sleeves rolled up and a pair of snow gloves would make me look like a badass. Yeah. Went on a date with a girl to an Indian restaurant. Tried to act the big man and said that I can take any heat. Ordered a vindaloo. Ended up tears streaming down my face. Red, runny nose. Chugging liters of water. Whilst she ate her mild korma laughing. I used to wear a fedora and my t-shirts were all Rick and Morty themed. Luckily I found Reddit and what a neckbeard was, so I cut that out pretty quick. I wanted to be like Daria or Kat Stratford, but I think I missed the mark and was just acting like a dick. Daria is kinda a dick though, so you were doing alright. Started smoking cigarettes. Puffs vape. Wow, that's so lame. For about 3 years, I wanted my hair to be spiky, like I saw in some cartoons or anime shows. Not in vertical spikes, but more like claws instead of bangs. At least that's what I thought of them, and that's what I thought looked cool. I had almost forgotten about this.